everybody, I'm Wes and I make stuff. This is my channel, Wes Makes Stuff. Today we're going to be going over a video that I took a few days ago where I've started making my forge for blacksmithing. And I managed to take all the video without any audio, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of voiceover work. There's a lot of time lapses in this video. It's pretty much just a process of what I did to make the base stand for the forge, and this is going to be part one. Hope you enjoy. So here what I'm doing is I'm cutting the angle iron that I'll be using to make the stand legs with. So this is just that process, just a little Harbor Freight cut-off saw, chop saw, and some angle iron from the junkyard. I want to cut it off with the chop saw. With it being kind of a cheap tool, it didn't exactly give me accurate cuts, and so I ended up having a couple pieces that were a little bit too long. So I compared them all off camera, stacked them up, marked them where they needed to be cut, and then I grabbed the plasma cutter. This is the thickest material I've ever plasma cut, so I had a little bit of trouble getting started. So here I was just grinding off the burrs from the plasma cut. I didn't exactly make a clean cut with it, so it was pretty jagged. So now once I've gotten all the edges relatively flat, I stacked them up all together, clamped them, and now I'm going to grind them all to the same length. Here I'm using the rasp because the grinding disc that I used, it left a lot of burrs on the edge that were sharp, and so I'm just using the rasp/file to knock those down and make it smooth so I don't cut myself. So here we're plasma cutting the actual bottom of a piece that'll be shown in the next video. This is just to keep the fire brick and everything in on the bottom side of the forge. It's really rusty and pitted, and that's why it took so long to cut. Once again, I'm just grinding the edge after the plasma cut. Oh, there goes my table. I left that in just to show that it's okay to make mistakes, and also never put an anvil out on the end of a table that's not secure. And now I'm lining up the legs so that I can weld them together to make the stand. And I'm using that plate that I cut out as a template on how wide everything needs to be. I've got some smaller angle iron here that I'm using for support beams between the thick angle iron legs. Pulled this out of scrapyard as well, and so I'm just measuring there to cut it. And I didn't put in the whole cutting process for this just because it would take too long, but that's what. So here I'm welding the crossbar between the legs. I've got a couple of magnets on there to keep it all square. I've also done measurements to make sure everything's correct. Here I'm just setting it up, and then I put in those cross beams so I can go ahead and weld this with some tack welds so I can go ahead and get it all squared up. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find me on my website. It's up and coming. It's wesmakestuff.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all under Wes Make Stuff. Thanks again.